on the art of sleep. My name is Christina Drakonikis. I'm the Associate Dean of Students and Head of Health and Wellness at the American College of Greece. After yesterday's session, we learned how important sleep is for us to live happy, healthy lives, and that not getting adequate sleep for one night may leave us grumpy with a headache, maybe not able to focus. Whereas on the other hand, if sleep habits are poor over a longer period of time, we set ourselves up for more serious health issues and may be unable to perform at our best at work and school. Today's session will continue with practical techniques to help you get a good night's sleep. And our speakers will also share with you how our everyday lifestyles, our nutrition, our exercise, our screen time, and even all-nighters can affect our sleep. I'd like to introduce the speakers, our sleep coaches today. Sophie Thamalis was born and raised in Amman, Jordan. She has a BA in dance and a strong background in exercise, meditation, and wellness, and has been working at Dury since 1990 as a group fitness instructor, a faculty member, recreational sports coordinator, and is our wellness coordinator now. She has expertise in Pilates, training in meditation, worked at spas and sports clubs in Greece and Jordan. She's participated in congresses and seminars in Greece and abroad on Pilates, on grounding, Reiki, biosynthesis, pranic healing, and she speaks Arabic, English, French, and Greek. Barbara Radman is a senior at Dury. She majors in international business and minors in sociology. She plans on pursuing her career in corporate social responsibility. Barbarita, to her friends, loves being an active member in her university. She has leadership positions in clubs and organizations on campus, such as Dury Ambassadors and the Health and Social Awareness Club, and has also been working at Student Affairs as a student assistant. She speaks English, Greek, Spanish fluently due to her Mexican roots. Maria Elena Caliva is a parallel student at both the University of Athens and Dury. At Dury, she's a senior, majoring in entrepreneurship management, minoring in finance, and at the Greek University, she studies biology. Maria Elena is also very active in Dury student life, currently the president of the Dury Debating Club. She's been highly involved in the Dury Health and Social Awareness Club and been in its GB now for the past year and a half. Maria Elena loves reading, board games, traveling, and hope to be able to do that all soon. Trini Gayan Avalos is an international student from Chile studying theater arts with 2 minors, graphic design and international business at Dury. She has also been very active in student life at Dury as a member of the Orientation Leaders, the Dury Ambassadors, the Theater Club, and Society for the past 5 years. Trini also served as the president of the Dury Student Association in 2019-20. She's currently highly involved in the Dury Health and Social Awareness Club, acting as part of its governing body. Trini loves reading, creative cooking, art, and her 5 dogs. And I turn it over to Sophie Thamalis for today's session. I hope you all enjoy.
Before we get to Miss Sophie, I would just like to introduce some things regarding preparing for today's session. You may have already seen the loop and have read this, but just to remind you, you should wash your hands, empty some space for exercise purposes, and have the following handy: rubbing alcohol, 2 items with a calming scent such as lavender plant or an essential oil, face cream, a mirror, your 4-legged friend, your pet, and please have your microphones on mute as well as your cameras turned off because we are recording this session. But at the end of our presentation, we would love to see your faces and to have a nice Q&A chat with you. Now, to continue, 1 second. Yes, perfect. This is an overview of yesterday's session for those of you who were able to attend. 1 second. Oh, sorry, my mistake. This is an overview of today's session. So in order to give you a nice little overview, we will be having a very nice presentation for about 50 minutes. Now I pass it over to Ms. Sophie Thamalis. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Barbarita. Okay, so yesterday we did a lot of things. I'm Sophie, as both Beverly and Christina said. I hope today we'll have a good time as we did yesterday. If you missed yesterday's session, it's going to be on YouTube and of course on Blackboard as a slide presentation. Yesterday we did a lot of nice things. We spoke about the sleep and health and safety. We spoke about the quality and quantity of and time, the circadian rhythm, sleep positions. We spoke about chronic lack of sleep, sleep deprivation, bedtime stories, you know, how our mat should be, our pillows, the sleep position. We spoke about journaling, aromatherapy, and in the complementary methods, we spoke about progressive muscle relaxation, breathing exercises, and certain exercises that help us sleep. Today, we're going to do a lot of nice things, and also we'll end up with some practical material. We'll talk about the relation of nutrition and exercise to good sleep, to talk about if you're an all-nighter, if you use your phone a lot, screen time, and nap like a pro, and of course, when to see a health professional. The complementary methods will be at the end, breathing exercises, tapping, which is a wonderful method to help you sleep, and facial massage, and we will end with meditation. First thing first, let's rule out a sleep disorder, because maybe you cannot sleep because there's a problem. So what you need to know, check out to see, could it be a health problem? Maybe when you lie down, you start to feel reflux. So it makes you feel bad and you cannot breathe, burning sensation in your stomach, in your throat, restless leg syndrome, maybe your hormones, it could be your thyroid, it could be anything. Another reason could be mental conditions. Maybe you have anxiety, stress, tension, and even depression. Another thing is the sleep apnea. I'm sure many of you may have it, maybe their parents have it, but they don't know. But this is a very serious problem. When you sleep and suddenly in the middle of your sleep, you stop breathing for a few seconds, it's interrupted totally. So you inhale and you don't breathe at all. And then you go, this is really, really horrible for your sleep. It's called sleep apnea, and it affects many people, around 24% of men and 9% of women. The circadian rhythm, which we spoke yesterday about, it was a very important thing, you know, the importance of waking up when the sun is up. This is really very important. If you're a shift worker or you're working at night, okay, this is interrupted. Maybe sometimes if you're having projects, but this should not become a habit because it causes a problem. Now, if you rule out all these things, then there are certain techniques that you can do to help yourself. Otherwise, make sure you check with a health professional to see if there is a certain problem that you have to take care of. Signs you're not getting enough sleep. You start to consume more coffee. We spoke about this yesterday, but it's very important. That's why I'm putting it again. Because how would you know if you're getting enough sleep? Maybe you think 3 hours is fine. Suddenly you keep asking for coffee. Then your memory and focus are dim. You cannot focus for some reason. And you have mood swings. Suddenly you are happy, suddenly you're on top of the world, and then suddenly you're really feeling down. What about your eyes? Your eyes show it. They may be red, they may be puffy, dark circles, bags. And believe me, this is really very serious. You start craving junk food. You keep thinking, if I have chocolate, if I have fat, French fries, I will feel better. But basically, you need to sleep. So you think if you eat better, you're going to feel better. It is not. It's a vicious cycle. And of course, you start gaining weight. You keep gaining weight because you're not sleeping. Definitely, you start to feel depressed because there's something wrong. You don't know where it is. It's a lack of sleep. So you are so depressed about it. And of course, in the morning, you are so grumpy. Everybody's like happy, saying good morning. And you're like, oh, I cannot function. Leave me alone. And this is really interesting. You start to have problems in your skin, breakouts, all kinds of problems in your skin because you're not sleeping. Now, today we're going to talk about healthy lifestyle and how it affects sleep, mainly exercise, sleep, and not to have stress. Exercise is so essential. Did you notice that when you work out, you sleep better at night? It's basically because exercise boosts the effect of natural sleep hormones, such as melatonin, which is very, very important. Of course, once you start exercise, you start to sleep very easily. that night. There's no problem because your body has been working, so you're ready to sleep. Just remember when you're planning to work out, not to work out very close to your bedtime or very late. Again, it goes back to what we discussed yesterday, the circadian rhythm. So ideally, the best time is in the morning. Even though some people argue that night is fine, make sure that it's not very close to your bedtime. What about nutrition? Definitely a healthy diet. A healthy diet is a pillar for wellness in general, and more so for sleep. You have to eat properly. You have to have good food, quality food that has everything, carbohydrates, proteins, salads, fruits, all these nice things. If you don't, your body starts to lack certain things and you probably may not sleep well. Make sure you avoid certain things before bedtime, like alcohol and caffeine. Some people think, if you drink a glass of wine or something, that you sleep better. You may feel it in the beginning, but eventually it's going to disrupt your sleep. Same with chocolate, because both are stimulants. It's not going to help you at all. Another thing that you need to remember is to stay away from spicy and acidic food, which may cause the reflux problems some of you may be having. And also because I do have a little problem with this, it helps me to sleep a little bit higher. So if you are prone to this kind of problem, try to sleep high so you're not really very flat. Another thing to remember is that you should never go to bed hungry, thinking, I'm going to lose weight, I'd better go hungry. You don't. But of course, you don't go with a full belly. Make sure you eat a small snack that will keep you until breakfast, maybe an apple, some crackers, a cheese, but never a huge meal, at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. There are certain foods that will help you sleep. These foods are rich in minerals and trace minerals, like melatonin and potassium and magnesium. Bananas are amazing, almonds, milk, avocado, valeriana tea. It's a tea that you can find in the supermarket. Of course, chamomile is amazing. Oats, salmon, because of the fat, the omega-3, and white rice. Now, power nap like a pro. Some people used to think that, Greeks are lazy or Mexicans are lazy and Spanish people are lazy because they take a nap. It proved to be, after years of studies, that this is not the case. Power napping is very, very important, and you can nap anywhere. You can nap anywhere. Look at this, under your desk, in the airport. There are some companies that are providing even a cubicle where you go in there and just sleep and nap. You can nap anywhere. Duration. 15 to 30 minutes, not more. Otherwise, it's going to disrupt your sleep at night. There are some studies that show that 60 minutes of naps may improve your memory. Probably it is correct, but not much longer than that. That's going to be way too long. Otherwise, sometimes you wake up confused, not knowing what day it is, where you are, if you sleep long. The best time, from 1 till 4. Not close after 4 or 5 maximum, because it's going to affect your sleep time. Where, as we said, anywhere, in the park, on the floor, at your desk, anywhere. Make sure that it's nice and calm where you're planning to sleep. So it's cool in the summer, warm in the winter. It should not be too comfortable. Otherwise, it will encourage you to sleep longer and longer. And also, I have noticed that it's very good to have a routine, have a certain ritual. At a certain hour, you go in a certain position in your body, lie down in the same area with the same maybe music, same background. I usually watch Friends and it gives me that thing, and I sleep in the middle of Friends and I wake up and it's still playing. So try to have a ritual, because you need to practice to be a good napper. You don't just start napping like this. You might need to use your alarm to set it so you don't oversleep. The benefits: restore alertness, enhances your performance and memory, reduce your mistakes and accidents, rejuvenate, relax your mind, body, and spirit. Barbara, our lovely Barbara, is going to talk in depth about napping at the end of the presentation, towards the end. Power nap like a pro continues. So should it be a coffee or a power nap around midday? What do you think? Coffee or power nap? Coffee may be easier. You just drink a coffee and you think you're fine. But listen to this. 20-minute nap will make your body relax, your brain relax, and you're ready. You're ready to start, do a lot of things. You have mental and physical effort. A cup of coffee will give you energy for only temporary. After that, again, you're going to feel bad and you may make mistakes and, of course, prone to accidents. How about this coffee nap? Maybe that's the thing. Maybe you should be having coffee nap. What does that mean? It's a smart alternative. Drink some coffee right before your nap. It takes 20 minutes for the caffeine to kick in. Just enough time for you to finish your nap and get up. Up next, what you've been waiting for, our lovely students who have worked hard researching and doing all kinds of things. Trini will talk about all-nighters. Maria Elena will talk about screen time, and Barbara about napping. Right after the presentation of the students, we will have a hands-on practice, including breathing, tapping, face massage, and we'll end up with meditation. The whole thing will take maximum 15 minutes, so please stay, don't go away. Barbara, it's all yours. While Barbara is changing the presentation, I am one of the advisors of the Health and Social Awareness Club, and we are looking for students who would be as interested as these lovely young ladies. So we'll talk about this towards the end. It's all yours, Barbara.
One second. My teammate Trini, who is responsible for these slides, for this beginning slide, has a technical issue. Just 1 minute.
So, okay, while we're waiting, I can talk a little bit more about this lovely club. I'm trying to promote you, even though you don't need promotion, because all the nice things that happen on campus, you are always part of them. We've done things like the Mind Body Spirit Fest. We have done Healthy at Every Size, and this club is always so active. So anybody who's interested in this kind of information should be joining us. Towards the end, you can send your email or even in the chat so we can get in touch with you.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Themelis. We're gonna start with ours first because the wonders of technology. There's been a technical issue with Trini and her internet connection. Thank you so much for your patience. I'll be going to the slides of Maria Elena. So Maria Elena, you take it from here. Just 1 second. Let me get to your slide.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hello, everyone.
Take it
Okay,
away. You
so
got this.
we'll start with something that I'm pretty sure is of interest to anyone, since all of us tend to use our phones all of the time. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is why we could have like possible negative effects of smartphones in our sleeps. As we can see, one important thing is that smartphones create this like sense of temptation. So because we use them so often, we want to like check our social media, like especially now with COVID, check our work email, make sure that we're completely up to date with everything, which means that in the end of the day, we still feel this need to keep checking our phone all of the time, which has as an effect that it keeps us energized and it keeps us into this mood of interacting and into this mood of stress instead of relaxing before we go to bed. Secondly, especially when we have like smartphones near us, it creates this form of distractions, whether it is through notifications that might pop up when we have our phones next to us, whether it is like with sound on the sound, the vibrations if we have it on vibrating, or even the screen like lighting up when a notification pops up. Thirdly, what we have is the effects of blue light. So generally smartphones, what they have is they emit something that what we call it as blue light, which is a form of LED light that in like the reaction that it has to your body, that it reduces the production of melatonin. And especially when we have it during the night, it delays this form, like this natural process that exists in our body, making us feel more awake. So how does exactly blue light works. So it suppresses melatonin, as we said. And why is melatonin and why is it important? It is like this melatonin is the hormone that affects, let's say, the rhythm that we have, that is the one responsible that takes us to sleep. And this the hormone that should be increasing when we're preparing for bedtime. However, what is the result when we're using our cell phones? Our brain feels stimulated. We have this feeling that we're doing something. So by looking at this blue light, by having this emission on us, we have as a result that we don't fall asleep that easily. But how can we create solutions to those things? So first of all, we have this idea of a technology curfew. So this idea that you put yourself a limit and you say that, for example, for the 2 hours before I fall asleep, I will not be using my smartphone. Secondly, what we have is we have the option of being able to keep your phone away from you at night. Like the best option would be to have it in another room, but since we understand that this is very difficult, you can at least have it away from your arm's reach so you don't have this temptation to use it when you're at bed. Thirdly, if those two, the previous ones, were too difficult for you, what you can also do is you can decrease your time electronics use, which means that you will tell yourself that, okay, I might use my phone, but I will use it for approximately, let's say, 10 minutes and not more. Moreover, what you could use is the nighttime mode option within your cell phones, which will minimize this emission of blue light. So let's see how it works. If you want, you can do it with me as I'm explaining. So for iPhones, it is very easy. You first open your control center, you find the icon that is the brightness icon, and you press it firmly, and then when you tap it, you can turn the night shift on or off. Within this case, we want it like on. And if that doesn't work, you can go to settings, display and brightness, and choose night shift, which also gives you the option to schedule it for specific times in case you just wanted to have automated for the night. For Android phones, you just open the settings app, you select display, and you select the night light mode, and this is the result that you get, this black screen that you can see in your screens. But if all of those are not things that you prefer, we also tell you that there is a solution to invest in some blue blocker glasses. Currently, they have become way cheaper than the past years, and it is an extra solution in case you really don't want or you can't minimize the use of electronics. So that were all about the smartphones, and I will probably leaving you to Barbarita now to continue.
Hello. Thank you so much for being patient, and thank you, Maria Elena, for taking control. I believe Trini is back. I believe my teammate Trini is here. Ready? Excellent. Thank you so much for being patient. I'm going to give the reins to her. Let me start the presentation from the beginning to her part. Thank you.
Yeah, hi everybody. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened. There's a sandstorm here right now, so maybe that had something to do with it. But today I'm going to talk to you about something that I think all of us are very familiar with, which is all-nighters. So it's very common for students to stay up to finish a project or study for an exam. And we tend to stay up all night, go and do our exam, and then sleep the whole day. However, this actually does more harm than good. So I'm going to tell you why all-nighters are bad for you. There's a study done that said that after 17 to 19 hours of no sleep, people actually performed worse than someone with a body alcohol level of 0.05. With just a few more hours, this number rose up to 0.1. This means that your alertness, memory, ability to solve problems, concentration, and judgment are not working properly once you have pulled an all-nighter. These are all things that we need in order to do well in an exam. So maybe if you had just gone to sleep, you would have done better than if you pulled an all-nighter. You will also be hungry, achy, and moody, which is no state to be before an exam. So now I'm going to tell you a little bit about how you can avoid them. Of course, the most obvious answer is to be organized from the beginning. Organize your time and your assignments so that you're not caught the night before something is due and being forced to stay up. If you start working on them in advance, you won't need to stay up. However, this can be a little bit difficult. I can tell you from personal experience. So now I'm going to share with you some practical solutions to avoiding all-nighters. The first one is to be realistic with your goals. So if you tell yourself, this week I'm going to finish 3 projects from scratch, when the week is over and you have only finished 1 or even half of a project, you will feel demotivated, you will feel like you have failed. So if you are realistic from the beginning, you will feel a bigger sense of accomplishment as you take things off your to-do list. Another thing you can do is wake up earlier, as this will give you time in the morning with few distractions. This third one is very interesting and I really like it, is to meal prep. So there's many different recipes that you can cook in advance and then leave in your freezer. Some stay up to 3 months. So what you can do is, in a time when you're not so busy, you don't have too many deadlines, you can cook a lot of food and freeze it so that during the time when you're very busy and you have many deadlines, you don't have to spend time cooking. You will just remove them, defrost them, and eat them. This way you don't waste time, and also you can make sure that you eat healthy instead of just calling McDonald's and ordering because you don't have time to cook. Another thing you can do is dedicate a few days before your deadline for uncompleted tasks. This means that if your deadline is on Monday, you don't plan anything for the weekend so that you can finish anything you haven't managed to finish during the week. Another one is to take a step back. This is something that I know most of us struggle with and know when enough is enough. We tend to focus on the unimportant tasks when it comes to assignments and exams. And sometimes it's not necessary to do that. And just taking a step back and saying, okay, I need my sleep right now, I'm not going to waste my time, might be really good for you. Finally, make sure that you're reasonable about what time you sleep. Don't stay up and wake up late. We already discussed that last time. And make your breaks more effective. This means that if you take a break, don't just sit around watching a show. Try to go for a brisk run, do some yoga exercises, do some stretches. This will help you feel a bit more alert, and it will actually make you more productive. That is all that I have about all-nighters. I hope that you can take some of these solutions and implement them in your life. And thank you for listening to me.
Thank you, Trini. And thank you everyone for being patient regarding this small interruption due to technical issues, which were quite interesting. There's a sandstorm that's super cool. Either way, I will be talking today about the art of napping. First of all, we know that Ms. Sophie Themelis artfully discussed some of the very important aspects of napping and the benefits, but I will be delving deeper and I will actually show you how maybe you think that napping is not for you and that it's not effective for you, but perhaps you're doing it wrong. So I'll show you some tips. Now, talking about the benefits of napping, Ms. Sophie already touched upon this, but however, I would just like to show you that there are countless studies which corroborate and show how napping is actually a very beneficial practice. For example, these studies, they showed how it improved vigilance, logical reasoning, accuracy, reaction time, and of course, lowered this feeling of sleepiness, which is very important for students. If you want to nap before you take an exam, it would be very beneficial for you. Now, something interesting, which was also touched upon by Ms. Sophie, is the fact that napping is actually more effective than drinking coffee. People who drink coffee, usually they drink it also for the taste, but I mean, if you drink coffee to stay alert and to have long-lasting alertness, then perhaps you should consider a nap, because a nap actually has more efficiency regarding long-lasting alertness than coffee. So maybe you'll drink that coffee and after a little while you'll need another one. I mean, it's also the taste that you'll want to drink it again, but you know, it's also the fact that it doesn't have long-lasting effects. So consider a nap. It might actually be very beneficial for you. Now, regarding the tips and sort of suggestions regarding the perfect nap, napping like a pro, just as Ms. Sophie said, the best times to have a nap are in the afternoon. The latest you should be taking that nap is at 5 p.m. because later than that, it's more efficient for you to just sleep because, you know, it's getting dark outside. Your body has already gotten used to this circadian rhythm with the sun. So you'll be getting sleepier even more, which means it would be more beneficial for you to just sleep. However, just as one of these studies say, if you take the nap at the wrong time, it can lead to sleep inertia, meaning that you can't, you feel this sort of anxiety in your sleep, which is not a good thing. So make sure to take a nap in the afternoon so that you do not feel these negative effects. Now, I find this very interesting because according to each nap duration, you can get different types of benefits. So if you need a boost in alertness and energy, take a nap that lasts from 10 minutes to 20 minutes. So for example, if you want to continue studying, but you're feeling a little bit tired, you can take a 10 to 20 minute nap and you'll feel re-energized. If you want to improve your memory regarding facts and names, 60 minutes is the best recommended one. However, this is where we get a little bit controversial. More than 60-minute naps have negative effects. However, they also have positive effects. Many studies, including the one which I have on the slide, Fitzel and Lack, show that creativity and procedural and emotional memory is improved with 90-minute naps. However, you might feel groggy and you might feel many mood swings after this nap. So perhaps it's not the best idea longer than 60 minutes. What I mean by procedural and emotional memory is, like, for example, if you want to learn how to play a specific song on the guitar better, you can take a 90-minute nap. So this is all that I have to say about naps. I hope it helped you. So now I'm going to give it back to Maria Elena, who will talk about our club in a little bit more detail and to promote us.
Okay, as we're leaving Barbarita to make sure that everything is ready for our next session, I just have this wonderful club, the Health and Social Awareness Club, in which we do various things. We help out with the events of the Wellness Center, which Miss Sophie wonderfully organizes. And we also do various activities in events. For example, we were a part of the drinking, like this driving and drinking event that was a few years back. We were parts of the wellness festivals in which we had in the Mind Body Spirit festivals, in which we made like salads and things like that. So we do many interesting things. We had even prepared wonderful things for an event that was supposed to happen last year before the pandemic, which was about body positivity. We made a huge mural. We were creative. So we think if you're interested in being a part of this like society, this community, and invest a bit in things such as, for example, getting to know things about wellness and meditation and like social awareness, we would be very glad to have you as a part. You can send us in our email or contact us in any way. But now we'll be leaving you to the wonderful Miss Sophie to continue.
Great, okay. And by the way, Barbarita, I didn't know all these things about the napping, the differences. It's interesting. Maybe that's why my daughter who plays piano, she takes long naps. So it makes sense now. So now it's time for action, breathing exercises, tapping, face massage, and meditation. And yes, we're going to do all that. And I hope that you also do it. Don't just let me sit here and do my face. We have to do it all together. Let's start with breathing. Where you are, wherever you are at your desk, I would like you just to breathe, because breathing is very essential. It's just like in sleep apnea, when you don't breathe, there's not enough oxygen. It's not good. Once you start breathing, it will calm your monkey mind, as it says in here, and make you fall asleep. So let's say it's a day that you cannot sleep for some reason, you're lying down in your bed, and you start to concentrate on breathing. We will start with 4 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And we are going to do it with me. So inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Remember, you could be lying down in bed and you're trying to sleep. In through the nose, this is number 3. And out through the mouth. You're nice and deep. This is your last time. In through the nose and out through the mouth. We'll make it a bit more interesting. In and out through the nose only, And we'll try to prolong the exhale. So we inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose again at 2. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose again at 3. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose at 4. So this is the prolonged exhaling. So if you can imagine yourself in the bed and you're doing this, your mind's going to be calm because you're concentrating on the breath. There's enough oxygen in your body, so you're really ready to sleep. The other way, which you also will do right now while you're seated, I would like you to place your hand on your abdominals, 2 fingers below your belly button, and let's take the breath down. So it's no longer in the chest. It's not expand the chest and down or the shoulders. It's basically in your abdominals. When you inhale, you're going to expand your abdominal. I'm going to stand so you can see it. And when you exhale, you're going to shrink. So inhale, bigger. You're like a pregnant person, woman. Exhale and shrink. Please continue. 2 more to go. Breathe in. Exhale and shrink. Remember, you expand your abdominals. This is your last time. Breathe in. Expand and shrink. They can be 8. We're going to do only 4 because we want to be able to finish everything. Now we're going to move to the second slide. And this is very, very exciting. Tapping. There are certain points in your body, in your face, and actually in your body that you can tap. How do you tap? Using a firm pressure. It's not hitting and it's not just caressing. It's firm, as if you're tapping at the table. Okay? You can use 2 fingers. You can use 4, depending on how big the spot is. You tap with the fingertip, not the nail. Okay? And the tap sound should be hollow. It's not bang, bang. It's hollow, like there's something empty there. You can tap up from 5 to 7. Okay, and of course you can repeat the whole set. You can do this again. We'll do it together. I hope you're doing it with me. But you can do this while you are in bed and you're trying to sleep. So, starting, number 1 is here, the karate chop, this area. You tap, 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 and breathe. We set from 5 to 7. Number 2, it's on the inside of your eye. It's here. So you're going to tap and breathe. Perfect. On the outside. And breathe. You don't need to, you can take a picture of this, but we're going to have it on Blackboard and also on YouTube. Perfect. And under the eye and tap and breathe. I'm just going to check the areas to make sure I'm doing it. Yes, perfect. So you're here. And exhale. Here, tap. And exhale. In here, tap. We set from 5 to 7 and exhale. Remember, you're trying to sleep, so you're lying down here on the collarbone, tap. And exhale. Perfect. On the rib, tap. Here, make sure it's gentle. You don't want to break a bone. Okay. And exhale. And the last one is the top of the head. You're tapping. And exhale. I'm not repeating any phrase because I'm instructing you, but you can repeat nice things while you're doing it. I am calm. I think I'm fine. I think everything is under control. You're telling your body, you're programming yourself. It's like a computer. You're putting stuff in there that you are calm and you're ready to sleep. So tapping is one way. And now we'll move on to the second way. It's a massage. Any massage is wonderful for sleep. Any massage. Today, okay, we cannot do a full body massage, and also it's easier to do on yourself, only the face. So I expect you to have a mirror, as we asked you. Okay, if not, that's fine. And your cream. We're going to actually do it. So please, it's your opportunity to practice. Put some cream on your hands, okay? Your face cream, your favorite face cream. Put it on different spots on your face. It doesn't have to go completely in. I hope I don't look silly, but it's okay. So spread the cream all over your face, right? And now you're ready to do your face massage. In the little picture in the bottom, the one that has 3 red dots, it shows you certain areas that you're going to be reaching here, behind the ear, and exactly at the collarbone. So we're going to be going strokes from these points down. Okay? Any movement, I'm going to repeat 3 times, and you're going to be repeating with me 3 times. The first time you're watching very carefully. The second time you are sort of perfecting it. And the third time you're going to try to close your eyes and see how you feel about it. So you have the cream and you're going to start. Breathe in, I'm starting. Take it behind the ear and breathe out down to the collarbone. It's very, very slow. Breathe in. I think my dog is walking in, but it's okay. He was invited to this meeting, and take it down to the collarbone. We said the third time, you're going to close your eyes and go. Breathe in, behind your ear, and to your collarbone. Perfect. Open your eyes and let's go to the front. Inhale. Take it down, same route exactly behind your ear and your collarbone. Remember, you're applying enough pressure. Don't just go like this. You actually apply some pressure. Perfecting your technique. Inhale. Take it to the temple, behind your ear, and collarbone. Last time. Close your eyes and go. Behind your ear. Perfect. Let's go to the front, to the nose. Take it to the side, to the temple, and behind your ear, and take it down. Remember to breathe. Inhale, still in, and exhale. That was your 2. This is your 3rd time. With enjoyment, close your eyes. Take it to the side. Take it, travel down behind your ear, and take it down. Perfect. Your eyes are open. Going around your eyes. Finish center, but take it back to the spot and take it down. Bravo. One more. Circle in, circle out, circle in, but finish back to the spot and take it down behind your ear. You're actually applying pressure. Don't caress yourself. Remember, this is lymphic drainage. You're cleaning, so there will be less, you'll have less puffiness, more circulation, okay? The last time. You apply pressure, right? Finish center, out, and take it down. Perfect. Another spot. From here, breathe in, up to here. See, I'm actually kneading my face. Don't go like this. There you are moving the cheeks. At the point, you let go. Breathe in. Here. Let go. This is your last time. With enjoyment, feel your muscles moving, your face muscles, and let go. Let's take it a little bit higher, here, to the side, and let's go down behind the ears. Exhale, exhale, down. There you go. Next one, you're going with this part of your hand. From here, you're going to travel up like a mustache, okay? There, all the way up, but finish as you have learned. Down, 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 and finish. So again, breathe in, Take it all the way up. You know, this will also make you beautiful the next morning. Not only will it help you to sleep, it will also give you a beauty glow. It's our last time. From here, you travel, travel, travel. Really use it. Don't go like this. Shh, all the way and down. We have a few more to go. From here, you're going again up. So you're going same spot, all the way up. You're actually kneading your face muscles. Your face should be pink by now. If it's not, you're not applying enough pressure. Okay? Now, you're gonna take your thumb and go from the center of the chin all the way to the spot. And do apply pressure there. That's one. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And this is for the enjoyment. Close your eyes, breathe in, slide and breathe out. Other side, breathe in and breathe out. I hope you're doing it and I'm not the only one. Breathe in, slide, 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 breathe out. Close your eyes and see how you feel. Breathe in. Perfect. This, we're going out like this. So this is what you're doing and you're sliding along the jawline. 1 and a 2. And the last one, as if you're calling somebody, you're going to expand everywhere. So you're here, right? Inhale all the way out. So breathe in. This is for you to learn. Pay attention all the way out. And now this is for your enjoyment. Close your eyes. Breathe in. And breathe out. Not bad. How does that feel? Perfect. To complete this wonderful feeling, we're going to sit down and do some meditation. If you have room, you're going to sit down on the floor. Okay. And we asked you to bring stuff that have a scent. I have some of my things, and you have your alcohol as well. So you're going to sit down. So you're going to sit down. Okay. Remember, your back is nice and tall. And this is Fioni, my dog. The back is nice and tall, so you're not loose. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to activate all the chakra centers, and then you're going to lie down because supposedly you're trying to sleep, and do it while you're lying down. Once you lie down, I'm going to stand up so I can show you certain things. So you're sitting there, apply some alcohol on your hands because it will make your sensors much stronger. So now your face is glowing, your body is calmer, the back is straight. 7 chakra centers aligned on our spine. So it's in between the front and the back. It's the bottom, the first one, 2 fingers up, belly button, solar plexus, rib cage, heart, third eye and crown. Okay? Please place your right hand on your abdominals. Just circle. You stay seated, I'm going to stand up. So you are sitting down, the center of your palm is right, 2 fingers below the belly button. You're just circling and breathing. You're doing it now while you're sitting up so you can see. We'll repeat while you're lying down. Inhale, exhale. The chakras, they need to move, they need to unblock. And then travel a little bit higher. So you're on top of the belly button and circle. And then travel a little bit higher to the area where the rib cage meets this bone. Okay? Center of your palm on this spot and circle. You're sitting down, I'm standing so you can see. Travel higher to the heart. The heart is in the center, slightly to the left, and circle. Breathe in, breathe out. and travel higher to the throat, which is here, circle, breathe in, breathe out, and travel higher to the third eye and circle, breathe in, breathe out, and exhale. The last one is the crown, the top of your head, and circle, breathe in and breathe out. Great. I would like you to lie down now. You sort of discovered these areas. We're going to do them while you're lying down. You have your orange or whatever scent smells good. Keep that next to you because you're going to smell it for a while. So let's say you cannot sleep for some reason. You have something that smells nice. Usually lavender is very nice. As we explained yesterday, lavender helps you sleep well. So I'm lying down on my bed. I can't sleep. And I have a plan to activate and try to sleep. Activate in the good sense, not to give you more energy, but to calm you. So I'm lying down. Besides the progressive relaxation, which we did yesterday, you can do this. 4 fingers below the belly button. Breathe in and breathe out. And breathe out. Thoughts come and go, no problem. Breathe in and breathe out. I'm going to change hands so you can see better. Moving slightly higher. Breathe in and breathe out. Please don't stop. I'm standing so you can see better. Remember, it's when you do the circle, it's as if you are digging in the sand, right? Breathe in and breathe out. Traveling higher to the solar plexus. Massage, generate, activate, breathe in and breathe out. Traveling higher to the heart and circle, breathe in and breathe out. And higher to the throat, breathe in and breathe out. And the last one, sorry, 2 more. Third eye, breathe in and breathe out. To finish at the crown and relax. Perfect. You can pick up your beautiful scent, smell it a couple of times, your orange or whatever. And I think now you're ready to sleep. See, something as simple as that could help you sleep. So now, very slowly, I would like you to get up, go back to your desk, or wherever you are. We're gonna finish up, we'll be done in not even 2 minutes. What we did is we activated these chakra centers. Once somebody feels safe and that they're fine and there's love, expression and feeling, the mind will be calm and you'll be able to sleep, which is wonderful. To finish it up, this is words for the wise, secrets for a good night. Some of these things we covered yesterday, some we'll cover today. Exercise, make sure you sleep in your bed, only you sleep, no phones, no computers, no nothing. Keep your bedroom comfortable, calm, quiet, cool in the summer, warm in winter. Start a sleep ritual. Remember, we spoke about it yesterday. The ritual when your mom or dad used to tuck you into bed, say goodnight, read a story. You also do something like that. Drink some chamomile, have a bath, music, unwind and sleep. Eat, but not too much. Avoid alcohol and caffeine, for sure, we spoke about it. Distress, like with meditation or progressive relaxation, which we did yesterday. And sleep and nap like a pro. Remember to consult your doctor if there's a problem. And remember, when it comes to the art of sleep, you are the artist, you decide how you want to sleep. Now it's time for feedback. Please don't go before you finish. We have it in the chat. There's a link for a questionnaire. It will take you not even a minute. I'm going to give you that minute. It's very important that we hear from you. Trini just shared it. It will help us improve our services. And this is us. Like us if you like. We'd love to have you there. All of our presentations will be on YouTube very soon. And once you're done with the questionnaire, we're going to stop recording actually now, and we will open up for Q&A. Open your cameras, let us see your beautiful faces so we can talk. So now we're stopping recording.